Cowboys 14H Vernon BryantStaff photographer San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick 7 kneels as the national anthem is sung before a game against the Dallas Cowboys at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California on Sunday, October 2, 2016. Vernon Bryant. The Dallas Morning News by Kevin Sherrington. Staff columnist at Sherrington. More than a year after Colin Kaepernick's signature protest, John Carlos had a question: what took the rest of the NFL so long to take a knee? They should have been out there a long time ago to support Kaepernick and Michael Bennett, Carlos told ESPN's The Undefeated last week. Carlos, 72, knows a little about signature protests and the costs. A half-century before Kaepernick's knee, Carlos used his fist. Cowboys remain one of 6 NFL teams that haven't had a player kneel, sit or raise fist during national anthem. Seen Tommy Smith and Carlos, the gold and bronze medalists in the 200 meters at the '68 Olympics in Mexico City, ascend the medal stand for the national anthem. As the music starts, each drops his head and raises a gloved fist, a stunning silent protest against racial prejudice in America. The image, one of sports' most famous, wasn't unexpected by some, especially if you had been in Commerce, Texas, 10 months earlier. Early in December 1967, Carlos was still a sophomore at East Texas State University. Coming off a dazzling freshman season, the reigning Pan American Games 200 meters champ and an Olympic favorite, he told reporters he might join a proposed boycott by black athletes. A couple of days later, he was quoted in the ETSU campus paper alleging prejudice on the part of some coaches. The athletic director convened a meeting with the black athletes, who subsequently issued a statement. "We feel that John has the right to say what he wants to, but he got no support from the other athletes over his views." Message received. Some of the other athletes indicated that "I stuck my neck out too far," Carlos told the news, "so I thought it was best that I just leave now." He went back to his native New York before transferring to San Jose State, where he joined Smith and came under the influence of Harry Edwards Jr. They formed the Olympic Project for Human Rights and made big plans. All that came of Black Power protests in Mexico City, though, were the fists of Smith and Carlos. The pair bore the blowback too. Sent home the next day, they became heroes to some, pariahs to many. After the Olympics, Carlos had his best season ever, leading San Jose State to the NCAA title. Over the decades since, has been a track coach and high school counselor, and the years have flipped the heroes pariahs percentages. Just the same, Kaepernick's protests stirred old fires. 50 years after Tommy and me, really, Carlos asked The Undefeated, how far have we come? Further than he might think, judging by the honorary doctorate in 2012 from his old school, now Texas A&M Commerce. Looking out on a crowd that would wrap him in a standing ovation, he said, "I'm so happy to return." 50 years ago, who could have imagined that? Twitter @Sherrington.